Hi everybody, as you can see we are live once again on this, well, it looks nice outside but honestly it's pretty wet, which to me is fairly decent because it keeps a lot of noisy people outside indoors for the most part. Doesn't seem to work completely but works better than the sunlight. So onto, well, the gaming stuff, which is kind of what this channel's about, and I don't know if there's much else to talk about. Today's been, well, this week, since last video, has been kind of slow since, well, since finishing Final Fantasy 15, there hasn't exactly been anything jumping out of interest. To get even, the game I was curious about has been getting sort of mixed reviews. And the reviews, some of the ones that made more sense to me have talked about how it's a bunch of great ideas, not implemented to the best possible, which kind of sucks and does definitely put me not convinced to get the game. I was hoping Jim Sterling would have reviewed it, but nothing from him, so definitely on the well, probably leaning more towards not getting it in all truth, unless somebody uploads that I watch and I like, ooh, that looks really cool, but we'll see. So I started off trying Fallout 4 again, for the umpteenth time, but it kept crashing when I tried to leave Good Neighbor, and I can't seem to leave Good Neighbor right now, so fudge that. I'm not going to continue if I can't. The game's going to keep screwing me over. Which sucks because I was having fun, but life does that, so not much we can do about that. I tried Just Cause 3, a game that as far as I knew was sort of free roam and explodey and might have been interesting. I didn't have hopes because I played Just Cause 2 and I wasn't impressed. But that was then, this is now. Let's try Just Cause 3. I kept failing the mission due to explosions. I drove into a roadblock, explosion. I shoot a rocket, my friend Mario Idiot runs towards it in the first mission. It's like, I'm gonna fire over there. Charge! It's like, he's a fucking idiot. So I didn't get past the main first mission arriving. Didn't get to the sort of free roam because the game just, well, peed me off so much that I put it in the to get rid of pile already. Currently, yesterday and today I've been playing a bit of Red Dead Redemption. I've been meaning to finish, well, get it recorded and finish and all that, but last time I really got really far was middle of last year maybe, because it was one of the earlier games on the sort of backwards compatible Xbox One 360 stuff, so I was enjoying that, but then I was fighting Dutch in some of the missions, and then my friend was like, do you want to know how he dies? I was like, no. So he tells me anyway, in annoyingly detail, and I was just kind of like, why the hell did you tell me? And then he just starts telling me all this or that about the game, and it's just, I haven't experienced these yet. Why are you ruining the game for me in every possible chance? That was before I sort of had a fallout with that guy anyway, so he's not here to ruin it anymore, but I'm playing it. But I have to admit, I don't know if my heart's sort of in it, but there's nothing really feels to put my heart into right now. I might try Evil Within again. I tried that years ago. I mean, it's getting a sequel. Must have done something right. Played it years ago. Can't say I was a fan. It was like Resident. I mean, it's like when they said something like, "Here's the guy who made Resident Evil 4," and then when I played the game, it was like, "Here's Resident Evil 4 without all the good stuff, and just stuff that was done better then." And I know I didn't get too far, but I did get a bit in. I mean, you just re-met the sort of suspicious-looking doctor after fighting some like big Resident Evil boss thingy. I don't know, the game just wasn't very interesting, but I'm desperate enough that I've been wondering about retrying it, but I'd need to install it, so while it was installing, I started playing Red Dead again. I mean, Fallout 4, Skyrim, Red Dead, those are probably the games that I've tried to do a few times and just never got finished since, yeah. The other two is Bethesda games and they kept crashing and stuff. This one was because, yeah, the game got ruined for me. And in my frustration and anger, I guess I kind of deleted, so I have to do it all again from scratch. I mean, I guess I'm doing alright, but I'm just, yeah, not the most into it. But there doesn't seem to be anything really, really good to play right now. Seems like games like Shadow of Mordor and Final Fantasy 15, since all the good stuff that I knew had been finished, were just sort of lucky finds, and a lot of games aren't that fun. Also, I made this while I was busy with my hand for some reason. Yay, it's a backwards L, because fudge it, my wrist doesn't go the other way. And my other hand's trapped under the desk for some reason. Other news, I mean, there isn't too much, but I hope everything's going well for everyone out there. I hope Tengu and his family continue getting better, and that he actually gets to finish some games this month, because between you and me, and I think he's already admitted it to me at least once, he doesn't have the best track record for actually finishing games. But I would say this time of year there's not that much coming out, so who knows, maybe you can finish some games this currently, Tengu. You've still got to finish Uncharted 4, because I'm looking forward to Lost Legacy and Agents of Mayhem in August. Until then, there's nothing new coming out. Nothing of interest. And then there's other games, and I'm really looking forward to WWE 2K18 in the hopes that it adds match options back, so you can change the rules for individual matches and stuff, like you used to be able to on the last gen, and especially in 13 you could do it a lot, but occasionally it would crash. 14 you could do it for last gen, and it wouldn't crash, and 15 was brought forward to new gen and a new engine, so they lost a lot. 16 they said was supposed to be what 15 was. 16 and 17 have been absolutely amazing games. They just not had everything in them. You know, I want to make Triple Threats elimination. You know, and Fatal 4 is elimination, so that you have to take out everyone. You have to beat everyone for the match to end, not just one guy. That way, in Fatal 4 way, if you're pinning some guy and two other dudes are flying outside the ring, you pinned that guy, 1, 2, 3, match continues. It's a triple threat now. And you haven't just got lucky and won. You know? I mean, you can still get lucky and win, but you'd have to do a bit more for it. Yes, that would mean I'd probably get eliminated more than once before before the end. But I do really think it could be super interesting. I don't know. I like elimination matches. But the way they've made the AI right now, because they won't go for a pin unless everyone in the ring is down or not in the ring. In Elimination Chambers, they will just finish you and walk off, and no one will eliminate anyone. So I don't really want to play Elimination Chamber matches on this one. But I've got as you can tell, plenty of fun matches that I've uploaded, and I really have been enjoying the game. I just hope that 18 will have that one thing that I want in. Also, I mean, they're supposedly going to be having Kurt Angle in sort of this one, so it should be interesting what his sort of WWE official hoopla overall will be compared to what people have been giving him. I think he should have at least, like John Cena, like a 93 sort of overall, which is really high, obviously, but the highest for most games is 95, which is sort of Brock Lesnar and Stone Cold Steve Austin overall. Kurt Angle's amazing and technical and resilient. I still think he could battle the 95s no problem, but I don't know if we should necessarily have that. considering John Cena had 93 in this one, I think that seems a good overall for Kurt Angle. But we shall see, because overalls change from game to game, obviously, which is part of the fun. And we shall see if anyone makes a edit Rey Mysterio that manages to give me as many good matches in the next game. But yeah, right now, this year started off with a couple of really good games in my opinion, being Horizon Zero Dawn and Resident Evil 7, but we reached the slow part. And it sucks. I mean, I don't regret that I had time to try, complete Shadow of Mordor, which is an amazing game, and Final Fantasy 15, which was an unexpectedly amazing game. The two of them, I don't really know how to compare them because they were quite different to me, but both worth the money at this point because they're not the most expensive now. If you can get either sort of cheap or cheapish, just not full price, then I would have thought you'd get your money's worth. But yeah, I'm only like 3 hours back into Red Dead, and according to a website, the game's only like 12 hours, so hopefully I'll manage to finish it and get it off the list of games to get recorded, but I'm just playing it because I've got nothing better to do. Once I get past the hours and hours of stuff I've already done, I sadly remember a little too well, because the game was really fun the first couple of times around. But I've never completed it, and I've played quite a bit into it a few times before giving up, because one reason or another. So, yeah. I mean, there's probably not much else to say. If you're still here, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great week. See you next time. Bye.